walking on sand and holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland. Enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight in my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely best. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout in my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, so everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. This is yours truly, Franco, along with Flavius this morning.
Morning, Franco. Morning, listeners.
We know we run late this morning. Technical problem. Can't help technicality when it comes to Wi-Fi. Internet.
Yeah, it is all rainy for the last 4 or 5 days in my neck of the woods. In fact, up some parts of Anata Bay was actually washed away a day ago. Yep. Houses washed out, people out of homes. Very serious thing. It looked like a freak thing, not a normal thing. But the rain itself is pouring on and off. We had no power for a while. So everything's kind of set back. But we go on. It's part of reality, so we have to just deal with it. Just deal with it. We are running really late. So I'm going to jump right into what did you know? Make it a quick one this morning. I'm going to look this morning. We're looking at nook and crannies. This is a very Caribbean have a lot of small, intimate places that you should visit whenever you get a chance. And this morning we're going to look at the jazz club La Zora El Cuero in Havana, Cuba. On a little street, and it described a red phone booth at street level leads you to this intimate subterranean lounge with live jazz music. And I can tell you it's jazz music of the highest order. Let me just read a few things people are saying about the jazz club. Nice, authentic jazz club. Local talent and nice cocktails. Very small and a bit crammed. So make sure to be early for a concert to gain some decent seats. people will line up for at least an hour. So be there at 10 if the show starts at 11. You are warned. Authentic spot for some local jazz. They have a new performance every day. Arrive early so you can get good seats. Entrance includes 2 drinks. The show we saw was pretty good. What an experience. The musicians are so talented. I stayed for both sets. Such talent and positive energy. I was so captivated by the musicians. Definitely ranked in top 5 experience in Cuba. Now, let me tell you my thing about it. Now, I've been there number of times. I just stumbled upon it once I was in Havana, and I went in, and I can tell you that is where I met Grupo de la Canela de Cuba, and it was fantastic. Now, the club is very small and it's underground. You go down some stairs into it. But when you get in there, you have a bar, like a rectangular bar, and they have some chairs and tables. But the walls of this club is painted or covered with jazz. It's from album covers to performance photos. And you don't see any wall, you just see jazz. We're looking at the Coltrane's and the Miles Davis. All the great jazz people are on that wall in that club. When you are in there, you are surrounded by jazz. And if you know anything about music and Cuban music, the Cuban musicians are all professional and they are all excellent. So whoever is playing, you will get a wonderful set of jazz, serious jazz. So the jazz club, La Zora El Cuero, and that's in Havana. That's in Havana. And it's on Avenida. That's the address.
Did you know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. So in case you didn't know, now you know. Yes, Flavius. So you say the jazz spot is a nice spot.
Lovely, man, lovely. I don't miss it when I go there. I don't miss it.
Okay.
Don't miss it at all.
So it's a spot for you to check out whenever you get a chance to visit Cuba.
If you are into jazz, that's the place to be. Mm-hmm. Just the ambiance, Mm-hmm. You buy your drink and you sit down and you sip and you listen to some street music and you take in all the atmosphere of all the great jazz people looking down at the performers. Because they are all on the wall looking down. Mm-hmm. All on the wall.
All on the wall looking down.
All these great jazz people, man. Everybody's there. Everybody's there.
All right, let's get Teddy. Let's get Teddy. Hold on.
Yes, please.
Yes, each and every Monday morning, this time we have Really Current with Mr. Teddy Laidley, all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. Morning, Teddy.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to know that I'm still in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Make them know say it's a Caribbean flavor.
morning, Teddy.
Top of the morning to you, Flavors.
How are
I
you
just
on the rain?
I'm asking you
thing
all
about
you
it
do.
is,
Okay.
no, that's what I'm saying. The fortunate thing about it is that we have not suffered any rain or any damage there. Western counterpart that have been flooded. And I tell you something, it continue again and again, where breaches have taken place in the construction industry. People take for granted until the municipal council, until the National Environmental Protection Agency come on being reprimanded. We are going into the wetlands and building houses into the whole serious look and how we put our housing stock in this country. People cannot just people because we're having a serious problem. What was demonstrated over this weekend is a serious runoff of water.
Wow.
One, we're blocking drains, we're blocking pathway for water to run off. And it's a clear indication we're not earlier this late last year, when we had that heavy rain. I don't think the ministry, are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you, Teddy.
Yeah, I don't think the Ministry of Environment and Housing and all that have really sit down along with the municipal council of all the parish. See what we are having. This island is surrounded by water. We are hurricane prone. We are earthquake prone. Right? Buildings. We cannot continue putting up building any willy-nilly and said, okay, fine, because we have a serious housing problem in Jamaica, then it's okay. And that indicated too many flooding have been taking place in the country. So that is my take.
And
But Teddy, what is required, is that the municipal corporations or the ministry, whatever, should have planners, employ planners, and they plan all developments, and they do a map and show the people where homes can be built and whatever, and you can't build outside that. I think we are lacking that. I think we need to put things officially out there that in this parish you only can build here, here, and here. Put it out
that
there.
Is a way to go. That is a way to go, Flavius. But what is happening? For approval, right? And many of the breaches that take place is that what you sent in is not actually what you're building. And as you rightly said, nobody's following up.
So every man are doing one thing.
There you go.
No, but
so somebody build a house and they're saying that they don't need an approval from the municipal council because it's his land. So he build a house on his land. I'm not realizing by you doing that and it's not being approved, then you affect your neighbor.
True.
Because everybody is putting up not putting up outlet to make for the free flow. Because as far as the concerned, you put up your wall, but not leaving a passage for the flow of water.
And when all of these been done, don't you have to have a draft plan as to how you construct?
The point, no. But the point, that is what we're saying, is that it's not going according to how it should have auto. So as far as you're concerned, somebody has the land, they build a house, right? They build a house. They don't go to the municipal council to get approval.
Yes, so that's the first thing, get approval. Them come out and them inspect and tell you, oh, you can't build here, so you can't build here and here.
Right.
Yeah, but who wants something more than that, Franco? We want a national plan, a national development plan where you have a map that tells you build here, you build here, you build here. Remember, I know as a fact from 1971 when I was underground water that Jamaica know where all rivers and swamps and all that are. We know where they are. We know everything about these things. So we can use that now and set up areas that are good for building and show it to the people.
Okay.
And that's what we're not doing. That is what we're not doing.
Yeah,
and the next thing
we're shortcutting.
What Teddy was saying is that a man will carry a plan and give it to the parish council and get it approved. But when him start build, it don't look nothing like that plan. It's a total different thing, I do. He might give a plan for a 2-bedroom and it's a 12-bedroom bill. So that is some of the problems that we have.
But no, when the foundation starts set up, them don't come out and do an inspection before them continue.
Because we don't have this. What is Flavors is saying is that we should have planners, we should have persons, and then you're going to hear that we don't have the resources, we don't have the personnel.
Yeah.
And I'm saying here, look at it. We have, for example, a school of architecture at the University of Technology, right? And planning. What I am saying here, when these final year students should be assigned. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we call work experience. They should be assigned to the municipalities to get a feel. So it's not a matter of you just coming out of the university and just jump up and yes, you're ready to be an architect and go there and building properties or drafting properties. You're supposed to have some underground experience. That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
so when you're talking about you don't have the resources is there. Proper planning. You have too many things that have been sliding.
I remember going to parish council once with a friend of mine with an architect planner and offer his services to the parish council. And the secretary manager, who I knew well, said he would love to have him, but there's no money. There's no such person in his budget. Every parish council have a architect planner and staff. Everyone. That is why in Jamaica, all our towns are dragged up, and not planned. Right now, them having so much problem with places like Otorius and whatever that, totally destroyed itself basically by people just constructing things everywhere and anywhere, and that is all over Jamaica.
It's the same thing with the second largest housing development within the Caribbean, which is Portmore, because the first largest housing development in the region is in Cuba, and Jamaica have the second largest housing stock, we're put it in the Caribbean. We're not including Guyana and all of that because Guyana is part of a mainland. But we are talking about on an island, right? And again, it goes to show that nobody and my bone of contention that I always say, both successive governments have not sit down seriously. We have yes. They're going to tell you that you have the Urban Development Corporation and all of that. But come on, if you have it, it's not being reflected. That's the point I'm saying. The problem that we are having now with the flooding and everything, if you have a proper functional urban development across the country, we shouldn't be having these problems. We shouldn't be having these problems. And this is what I'm saying. We need to sit down now and come to the table and redraft, redesign, you know what I mean, and remap the whole thing again because too many of these things is happening. It's happening one too many. And so that is what I would have to say. Yes.
But like how they have the NWA now, National Work Agency, you need a national planning as far as cities and community development, a planning group that will do all the planning. We need to have that. We don't have anything like that.
But that should be on a right. The thing about it, that should be underneath the Ministry of Housing and Environment and Community Development. Those are some of the things that we're saying. You know what I mean? I don't want to deliberate the point this morning, but I'm just saying it's sad to know that a few inches of rain fall over the weekend, and this was not the entire country. This is just rain in Western Jamaica, and it caused a massive flooding. And then you see, here is the bone of contention that I personally have. When my car is being damaged because of flood water, because I'm trying to get home, and a sudden surge of flood water damaged my car, I am not being compensated. There is no level to say we are okay, fine. Insurance, because insurance is going to tell you that that might not even cover on it. But what I'm saying, there is no redress. There is no redress. You would have to do a class action suit, just like when we had the bad gas years ago. You know, I mean, collectively, the motorists have to come together to have a class action suit, and the government said, okay, fine, they will pay out. And that is sad.
And it takes so long.
Right, we don't want to deliberate the point, but what we're saying to the powers that be, come to the table and take a serious look at what is happening and try to address it as best as possible. Use all these resources, both manpower and financial resource, to address this problem. And moving from that, I see one of the Caribbean giants was put to rest on Saturday. As I said, we can't, deny the work that Gordon Booth Stewart have done for this country and tourism, and quietly another giant of inside the industry. A lot of people didn't know Mr. Maraj. He passed on. This gentleman was behind the shipping industry in Jamaica. They call him Captain Harry, and his name is Harriet Maraj, and he have done well. And there are a lot of persons in Jamaica who quietly steer the ship, and Mr. Maraj might not be as popular
as Bush,
as Bush, but he have done well in the shipping industry in Jamaica. He was one of the giants behind it, and we lost him just about the same time as Mr. Short. And again, we just want to say condolence to the family. The thing that and finally, I think tomorrow is a farewell of the outgoing ambassador to Jamaica, Donald Tapia.
Well, when finally I send him out, finally I get rid of him.
Well, his tour of duty. Well, put it this way: his tour of duty come to an end.
Yeah.
And it's Tuesday, January 12th.
Mm-hmm.
It come to an end, and amidst the controversies that have been created,
mm-hmm.
I would have said that he have done some tremendous work behind the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything else, the sad thing about it, and I always tell people, good news don't sell. It is bad news that sell.
That sell.
And so everybody remember him for some of the negative things that was said, some opinion of him, yes, things that he have expressed,
mm-hmm.
and it reached across some people in a very negative way. But like I said, as an ambassador, I know he will have done some work behind the scene that the populace of the country would not be aware of.
Okay.
But his comments that was said in the latter part of last year and all of that, that somehow is good work. The unfortunate thing about it is good work haven't shined.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad, and in that just him as a person, it's always that sorry thing about it. Somebody have done tremendous work, and there we can name enough persons across the globe, across the region, and just for example, just the one thing that I just readily come to mind, the firefighter day
mm-hmm.
damaged a good person who was doing good for this country, and nobody remember all that he have done, but everybody remember the firefighter day. So he was saying that if I can't take it, there's firefighter day, and that's how sad things are, So I wish Mr. Tapia all the best, and we on the program here would wish him continued success in whatever he plans, whether he move on or he go back into private practice.
Mm-hmm.
There was an outbreak. Yeah, there was an outbreak. There is talk here in Jamaica, which is not good, about a black market of the COVID tests.
Yeah.
And both the ministry along with the we call it the medical association have come forward.
Yeah.
The doctors
I'm glad they
have
touch on
come
it.
forward.
I'm glad they touch on it, Teddy. And the reason why, because recently a friend of mine who's in Jamaica right now and supposed to go back to Canada need to get tested before going back, and it must show current during the time he's going to land in Canada. But there's only two locations.
No. I see that again. That the government recently, through its Jamaica Information Service, along with the media, they made a listing of all the approved testing, and I can tell you, it's not just two. I can
No.
Right
I'm talking to where he is. He's in St. Elizabeth. and it's only two locations close to him that he can go to. Actually, two locations in that region, not even in the region. One is in Montego Bay, and I think the other one is somewhere in St. Anne.
Okay.
So
Okay. But
that's distance from where he is, and none is in St. Elizabeth. And that's what he was saying. How comes each parish don't have a testing site, or one or two?
I think it does, because I like I said, I don't I'm still following the principle of journalism. When in doubt, check it out. If
no, well, I check it out, I got a list.
No, for me. For me. From a journalistic point of view, in my whole profession, and I'm not going to be readily said that there isn't, or the hospital across our country doesn't have a testing center. I'm not going to touch on it. But
the bulk of it is in Kingston. That's what That's what.
No, well, I can't. No. Well, I can't say that because
I'm telling you. I get the listing. The listing was sent to me by a friend of mine in Jamaica, whose sister is in the medical field, and she sent a listing.
Well, the thing about it, I had the list. I had the list because when the list was sent out, I saw it, but I made one mistake. I should have at least kept it. But the ugly head of this black market testing, and I'm glad that the government, along with the Doctors Association, the Medical Association, have shut it down, and they are trying their best to make sure that it doesn't rear its ugly head, because like everything else, the sad thing about it, and this is not just Jamaica or in medicine or anything, it just happens anywhere. Once you don't have certain things in place, opportunity will always present itself, and people will always use that as an avenue to solicit illegal things. Just like, for example, in the music thing, if you don't put out your music and market it properly, then there's always room for piracy. And I always tell people, do your own packaging and everything before the pirate take it. And it's the same in the medical thing here. If it's not being addressed properly, then the black market of the COVID testing will strive. So if the government, along with the medical association, don't put a stoppage to it and try and address it properly, then it will rear its ugly head, and we can't afford that. Just like, for example, recently in Jamaica, there is an upsurge in what you call a fashion fad with the braces. Everybody now is having in braces on, and the orthodontists come forward and say, look, there are a lot of quack that is doing it, and they're trying to tell people how it can damage their health, because this is something that should have been put in by a professional person. But then, somehow on the fashion scene, because you know what always happens. Something does happen as a fashion, and it's swept across, and nobody understands the consequences that can be met out when things are not properly done. So it become a fashion thing now, and the government is seriously looking at that with the proper medical personnel. So I wish that we get the control of this. Yeah. I wish he does get a good stock of this before it continue, its ugly head, and we're still the government is still doing their community testing, and they're still looking at drugs and the treatment for the COVID.
What about the
So,
vaccine? What about the vaccine?
well, they said the vaccine should have been here by April, but again, there are persons, like everything else, because of the history of some people who know what vaccine have done over the years. Some people are very skeptical because the situation with the company that manufacture globally, there were some things on the social network of where they went and did some experimental with other drugs, and it don't come across. I don't know. I will not call the company name, but we all know. I personally don't know how much of a fact there is in that social network gathering, but they're very skeptical in their views to say whether they would have taken it. Some people are looking forward to take it so they can move on with their life, and they are saying they want the curve to flatten. So, for example, if taking the vaccine will help flatten the curve, then a lot of people say, well, we go. Other people are saying that they have no interest in taking it. So, again, that is up in the air in terms of how persons are approaching this whole COVID. And the thing about it is that with what I'm seeing, we're going to have to string out again. Like I said in last week's program, the 100 years ago, it took 2 years before it came under control. So let us not be in a rush this year. You know what I mean? Because a lot of persons are not disciplined.
True.
And they're not behaving in a manner that will help the curve to go down. So that within itself, we still have to take the fight. We still have to go on.
Yeah, man, that's true. The discipline part for a lot of people is really, not effective as it should be.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I know one of the 1st of January, 1801. One of the things that happened in the Caribbean is that our neighbor here, Haiti, gained independence from France. But you know the history behind it. They had also paid dearly for that independence. And boy,
they paid,
no fanfare.
Still paying.
Yeah, and no, well, the pain over, but because of that pain, they put it this way: after you finish paying for the house, you almost lose the house because you have none to maintain the house. So basically, that is my analogy of the thing. Here is a country that have gained independence long before its neighbor to the north, and you just look at it within the region. It had been treated like a bastard child because all a member of the community, the Caribbean community, still treat it in such a way that they don't want it to sit at the table to participate in the development of the region. That's another story. It's kind of bad taste. It is the leader in independence, and it had made a sacrifice and lead the way for the Caribbean, but yet it was told it can't sit at the table with us. So, well.
And January, when was, you said, what date was it? January 1st? Okay.
1801.
We didn't hear much about that. I didn't hear much about it.
No. You wouldn't hear. That's what I'm saying. It's been treated like a bastard child. You're not being glorified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like how everybody jump for the 4th of July, whether they are the fun thing about it, the 4th of July ripple across the Caribbean. Here, people, whether it's having sale, whether it's having parties and everything. And this country don't make much significance within your country and its environment. And yet you have a country that was given independence long before that country up north. And nobody even acknowledges, So it's one of the sad things.
Wow.
One of the sad things.
The only thing I know about is the 80 Flag Day in May. That's the only one I know about. I never hear them have people mention the celebration.
No one, nobody will go on. Because you see the thing about it, in terms of the revolution, in terms of what happened, it had been punished.
Yeah.
By its fast masters. How dare you? You know what I mean? And the suffering still taking place.
It's the defeat,
taking place
man.
until today.
It's the agony and defeat that they went through.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Can't come beat up the master them way there. It's like a boxer beat up him trader.
Yeah. So you have to pay dear for it. You will not be in no more matches, and you will not participate in nothing else from after this. How dare you? Anyway, I have to run. I have to run this, Monday morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as usual, no matter how my Monday morning is going and clashing with a lot of things, I have to take the time out to just share my opinion and so how I see things. This morning I have not said anything about our neighbor up north and what took place. I know
you leave it alone. Yeah, make it run up, make it play out. Make it play out.
Yes, make it. You up north by you there.
I don't even see the news this morning. I've been watching the news all weekend and hear what's going to happen and what they want to happen. So this morning I say no, I don't even want to hear nothing. Because I heard it all from over the weekend. So let's see what we're going to throughout the course of the day.
Yes. Let us see. Let us keep that part under wraps. With no comment as they said. And then we can take it from there.
All right.
I like to explain us. Both of you have a good day, and the listeners, I would say continue to make it a productive day, and we talk.
You too, man. All right, and be safe, stay safe.
Yeah.
All right, Teddy.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff Podcast. They're such great company. This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yes, the music of Miss Pam Hall. I want you to look at the beautiful scene, the beautiful scenery of Portland, Jamaica.
I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, so special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. And just like a magnifying glass, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Oh, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. Really love you, baby. Really love you, want you forever and ever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, forever and ever, yeah, yeah. I know you're wondering why my love is so strong. It's 'cause I see something in you pushing me on. The day you try to chase my love away is when you know my love was meant to stay. 'Cause this love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah, when you turn your back. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home with me forever. Oh, really want you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Ever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. Hey, it's just like a magnifying glass. Yeah, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Hey, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home to be with me forever. Yeah. Hi,
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
This is from the late Miss Millie Small.
Oh, my sugar pie, everywhere I live, I search the whole world through, but still I can't find you. You left me all alone, and now I'm sad and away, like a fool for you. Oh, my sugar pie, everywhere I am, I search the whole world through, but still I can't find you. You left me all alone, and now I'm sad and away, like a fool for you.
Want to send birthday greetings out this morning to Angie. Happy birthday.
I was thinking of where you might be, and hoping you could come back and then sweet love. Yeah. Oh, my sugar pie, tell me where are you? I said no, but still I can't find you. You left me all alone, and now I'm kind of ruined, like a fool for you. Oh. I need a sleepless night. I was thinking of where you might be, and hoping you could come back soon and make sweet love to me. Oh, my sugar pie, everywhere are you? I search the whole world through, but still I can't find you. You left me all alone, and now I'm sad and away, like a fool for you. Oh, in that way, my sugar pie, everywhere I search the whole world through, but still I can't find you. You left me all alone, and now I'm sad and away, like a
Yes, yes, indeed. Sugar Plum from the late Millie Small. And music there with the composition help, or I say put together with Mr. Charlie Cross. Want to big up Charlie. Want to big up Charlie this morning. Hope you stay safe, Charlie. We have more music, and we will link it up with Flavius again in a few minutes. This one is from Sharon Forrester.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, keep on loving me so, boy. I met a boy the sweetest loving ever come my way. Do anything I say when he loves me this way. The only thing I say is, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. Oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. You got Bagwaya in it, so wonderful. You got Bagwaya in it, so wonderful. Bagwaya is so wonderful. All I can say is, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. Oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. Hug me with it, tone, dee tone a breeze. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. I feel it, ay, 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 ay. Sweetest loving ever come my way. Do anything I say, but when he loves me this way, the only thing I say is, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. And you hit me with it, ton, dee on a breeze. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. I sing it, ay, 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 ay. Ooh, Miss Sabagwaya. Oh, mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. Oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. Oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me, Sabagwaya. Ooh, me Sabagwaya. Ooh, me Sabagwaya. Ooh, me Sabagwaya.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
I'm trying to connect the dots and fill in the gaps, but the questions in my head won't stop. Was it developed in a lab, or is it an act of God? The religious folks claimed it's prophetic. The conspiracy theorist and the doubtful Thomases says it's not a pandemic, a planned planet to make the whole planet panic. They are tirelessly working around the clock to pick the padlocks off Pandora's box, boxing within the framework of a corrupt system. So many boxes, don't know what to believe in. The only thing making sense is who have the patent determines who will be the physicians and who will be the patient. Who will be the patient? Trick or treating, this is like nothing we have ever seen. Since COVID-19, we are all dressed in the same costume. Every day is Halloween. Every day is Halloween. Wash your hands, keep your distance, wear a mask, mask your fears. Quarantine. Pay key keen attention. Look beyond what your eyes are fixed on. Straight through the illusions. The Matrix is not a documentary, it's a science fiction with a sick plan to pull our hopes and dreams down like a quicksand. A quicksand, it's dangerous. The virus has turned the whole world into a circus. A circus. When money talks, no one pays attention to the grammar. Open the gates. Give the clowns the mic. They will direct the drama. The poets are sleeping, having nightmares about revoluting. The leaders are on a roller coaster ride, while the Joker sits in the corner, laughing, playing fool to catch the wise, playing fool to catch the wise. Trick or treating, this is like nothing we have ever seen since COVID-19. We are all dressed in the same costume. Every day is Halloween. Every day is Halloween. Wash your hands, keep your distance, wear a mask, mask your fears. Quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. You don't know what they're injecting, so don't volunteer to be a victim. Boost your immune system, practice proper hygiene. Healthy eating and living is the best vaccine. The best vaccine. Your health is your responsibility. Get fresh food from the farmers. Turn your kitchen into a pharmacy. So while we quarantine, let's take a trip within. Self-reflect, redirect your energy. It's a new beginning. Feed your mind, read something, meditate, create, breathe. Start becoming better human beings. Better human beings.
Yes, that's some poetry, dub poetry from Cherry Natural. So Flavius,
Yes, sir.
tell our viewers, listeners, what we have in store for them for tomorrow before we get out of here.
Okay, tomorrow we're having Mr. Winston Farrell. He's a musician, poet, and many other things that he will speak to us about tomorrow. So we will share into his life, what he has been doing over this year. But he's a very interesting person, and I hope you will be with us to listen to what he will be saying to us. And Wednesday, we're going to have Miss Deborah, who is a teacher. So she's going to give us a good look at schooling in the present situation, in the pandemic. She's out of Barbados, and she has been teaching for some time now. And in fact, she's starting back classes, I think, next week. So she have a first-hand knowledge of the situation at present. Thursday, Cook and Curry, we're going to have the legend Pam Hall, but not about music. It's about the juices that she makes for herself and drink to keep up with what is happening. So she's going to tell you how you can make your own wonderful juices at home.
Juice, lovely juices. I love juice.
Yes, me too, yeah.
Natural juice.
And on the Poetry Corner, we're going to have James from the Carafuna Nation. He's a master poet, he's a writer, write many, many books and a lot of poetry. And he's coming to share some of his poems with us on Thursday. And Friday we have Anna Diana,
another poet.
Yes.
And
We're going to hear what she's saying. But tomorrow we'll tell you a little bit more about Anna Diana.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, with that, we come to the end of another Real Stuff podcast. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule this morning and for being here with us. We ask that you like, share, Subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. I've been talking to some friends of mine, and I'm upset with some of them because they will say to me, Franco, I'm listening to the program, but I can't participate in the chat session. And what's wrong? And I said, have you subscribed? No.
No. Yeah.
Well, if you don't subscribe, you cannot participate in the chat room. So please, just take some time and just subscribe. I know if you follow, if you see some, what you call it now, some video on YouTube, like them have this one where tear up YouTube now, RT, who them claim is supposed to be some Jamaican entertainer, spiritual advisor, Obia man, whatever. And it a tear up the place. As Teddy mentioned this morning, it's two things. Good news don't sell. Bad news sell.
Oh, yeah.
And if you see the amount of views where it gets, it's unbelievable. It's gone through the roof. 128,000, one man have 75. And I'm like, whoa. So people, this is your podcast. Seeing it's a
like the Cascas, man.
Exactly. This is a Caribbean flavored podcast. Uniquely about the Caribbean. Things that you don't know and things that you don't remember, you're going to hear right here. And I guarantee you'll be loving it. I guarantee you. So take time out and subscribe. Like it. Share it with your friends and make them share it with their friends. And, keep on sharing it because at the end of the day, you'll be thankful. You're going to be thankful. And we will be grateful as well because we want you to subscribe and we want you to like it and share it. Okay? So do that. And make sure you take care of yourself, your loved ones, and do a lot of praying because, some people figure it's 2021, boom, the virus are going to turn off. No. We all have to do our part. You understand me? We know the government are trying to do their things. And I say try because maybe some of them not put out enough effort. But we have to do our thing ourselves. We have to take care of our body. We have to take care of our loved ones. And we have to take care of neighbors, our friends as best as we can. But if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of them. All right? So, with that, you don't have nothing else to say, Flavius?
Only back to 2020 when I was preaching, as I might say, R&D, respect yourself, your family, your neighbors, and your friends, and the general public, and be disciplined in how we conduct ourselves with this COVID-19. Those are the two things that will carry us through. It has carried us through thus far, but we need to keep it going. We need to keep it going. We need to keep the respect and the discipline. If we are not disciplined, then everybody knows that allows the virus to spread. If we're not wearing our mask and sanitizing, washing our hands, and keeping far from everybody. I mean, you can be far physically and near. You use a phone, you use your computer, you have a lot of stuff now. You have Zoom, you can use free, all these things. But the face-to-face, we have to realize that for now, we have to get around that. We have to get around that.
All right.
So the big thing is the two simple words.
I'm not here. I don't think them hear that, You got mute.
And discipline.
All right then. We're gonna have the Queen Lubafu with the Garifuna, our Father, or the Our Father in the Garifuna language to take us out.
Okay. No, I'm saying respect.
You lead us to full. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebo buseru
Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out the side. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Shorty I clean where I ease. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist, but this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play you, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I feel get out the side. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I say, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not the master, guess who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.